Hello and welcome to John Sequitur, a show that came straight out of heaven's asshole and into your eye holes. Congratulations, you have the holy pink eye. Today we'll be discussing the impossible to discuss war in Ukraine, and by discuss I mean avoid. Because let me tell you, I have no idea what's going on over there. Now I know better than to buy into right-wing propaganda, which in essence is Russian propaganda, or at least I think I do. Here's the problem. A large facet of the left believes that Ukraine has actual Nazi fascists in their army. Should have seen me trying to write these two words so close together. I think I spelled facet wrong too, but Most of the arguments on the ever-useless online left are about whether or not we're funding Nazis to fight the Russians, and if so, we're bad. Of course we're bad. See every episode of this show since like 2016. Are we funding them, or are we not funding them? And if we are, should we just let Russia invade Ukraine and just say, fuck it? Oh, you came here for an answer. Yeah, I don't have one. That's actually what this episode really is. I have no idea what's going on. None. The news says not to trust the news, so should I trust it? Because it says not to? So that means I should? But then I'd be doing the opposite? Ugh. When a channel like Fox News, the highest rated conservative news network in this hellscape, says mainstream media is the enemy, funny. And they both say it and have different sides and takes? Well, the truth is somewhere in the middle. Woo! I don't trust the right about anything ever because they usually aren't interested in talking about tax rates or where the budget should be spent besides bombing brown children with knife missiles. No, they're usually interested in making sure everyone hates women and anyone who's not the same skin color or religion. And also change. They hate change. Any kind of change. Side note, the right to back policy that's helpful to humanity, tell them you're a liberal and then name off conservative policies that you like. Support the opposite, because there's nothing more important than owning the libs. And the right is the biggest pusher of pro-Russian propaganda, so I tend not to buy their talking points. However, the left is arguing with itself over whether or not Nazis are in the Ukrainian army, and I can gather no clear answer. Some pictures show soldiers with Nazi insignia on their uniforms. Some don't. They're real. Maybe they're fake Russian stuff. I have no idea. And that's where I'm at right now. I have no idea what's actually happening. But that brings me to an interesting possibility. Maybe there's no good guys here. Now, of course, any civilian from either side caught up in this who isn't a white supremacist piece of dog turd shouldn't be lumped into this. But it seems like to me is that the US and some of the imperialist European countries are doing what they can to help stop a dictator from taking an important mineral-rich port area for trade. Thing about NATO? I don't know. NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. See, Russia's not in it, and Ukraine isn't in it. But Russia doesn't want Ukraine in it, I think. See, again, I don't know. Every report I read is conflicting. The only thing anyone can agree on is that nukes are in play. Great. Literally for what? That's my issue. Like you, me, the cat that's clawing the back of my chair here, and regular people have nothing at all to gain from any of this. Rich assholes do. People are dumbasses elected. Yes, we actually elected somebody here. We suck, but we don't suck that bad. They're the ones that benefit. But I'm not exactly sure how you would benefit from blowing up land. Maybe I'm not smart enough to understand the value of charred radioactive wasteland. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not in control of everything. It reminds me of like billionaires going to space. You're not rich anymore if everyone around you has the same amount of money. And if you're not on Earth anymore and you're bringing your failed economic systems with you into space, you're a dumb fuck. You need poor people to be rich, you dummies! Stupid! We have been building the case to dehumanize the common Chinese citizen for a few years now. But we've collectively switched our attention to Russians. And just putting this out there, don't do that. Are you Joe Biden? Are you Donald Trump? If so, hi there, Butterball. How's my greasy little turd nugget doing today? I don't know how this will end based on what I can gather. There might not actually be a good result. Maybe there will be. Maybe all the oligarchs will have collective heart attacks. I mean, has anybody looked into cooking a meal with all the world leaders and infusing the baked baby souffle with cocaine? Outside of that, things like Flint getting clean water and homeless people being given homes and hungry people being given food will be ignored in favor of whatever the flying fuck is going on over there. There's money to be made in death. Not much money to be made in the common man, though. Have a good night, everybody.